Okay, they are arm wrestling friends. Today, as you can see, I have a great heavyweight champion, Bulgarian golden boy, Yordan Tsonev. Dancho, you look big, you look massive. You are preparing for the Zupa match in 2 weeks. We are up to 2 weeks against Matt Mask. Tell me, how are you? How are you first, and how is your preparation going on?
So I'm fine. My preparation is going well. Uh, as you can see, I'm
You look
fat.
big. Last time I
I'm
saw you,
fat.
it
Yeah.
was on the seminar with Devon, and I think you're heavier now, at
No,
least.
no, 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 no. I don't
No,
think so.
maybe because
Maybe
of the
1 or 2
camera.
kilos more, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm in good shape. I think I should be. I don't know.
Is there something? Did you ever pull mat on side
No,
table
no,
or
no,
never?
no, no, never.
Never touch it. The only thing
No.
you know is the experience from Krasi pulling him and
Yeah, yeah. Actually, today we trained with Krasner,
uh-huh.
and I don't know. He just showed me where he remembers how Matt pulled him, where was the pressure.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I, I
it's the
I
same
think
with
there
me.
will be not big surprise. It's gonna be his style against your style, and
Yeah,
the guy who is gonna be able to bring his style is gonna win the match.
yeah,
I try to go back in time and think about your matches. I checked also on YouTube some videos, but I was not able to find a match that you're losing against Top Row.
yeah.
I
There-
can't really remember that someone is really focusing on top row and is able to defeat you with this type of technique. So
yeah,
uh,
I don't
only
know.
top row is not enough for you.
Maybe it's enough if you're on the top level. So this is like a
Yeah.
professional match. It's my first time that I am going into these deep waters. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
Mhm. You're gonna give me a link that I'm gonna put it into the description so that is this a pay-per-view or what? How can we watch this match?
Yes, yes, there is a pay-per-view.
Okay, and it's gonna be a live event or not? Or
Yeah,
do you know
yeah,
that?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, live event. Okay. And you are currently you're one of the guys who are working really hard on the table, many workouts per day, like Dimitrina, Krasi, Bojo. You belong also in this group arm wrestlers who are going really hard with sparring sessions. Did something change in your arm wrestling training routine over the time? Did you adjust something or from the
No,
beginning?
not really. So sometimes I'm changing. Let's say I do everyday weights and are wrestling on the table. And it really depends how my sparring partners, when they have time, when I have time. Sometimes I train first on the table with sparring partner, and the second training is with weights. Sometimes two with weights, and then third with sparring partner.
Mhm.
Just changing, but the main thing that every day 100% maximum, the Bajiev style
Mhm.
is.
Ivana Bogiev style. And
Yeah,
talking about weights, you mean not free weights like in the gym? You're talking about pulley system on the
yeah,
table
I'm
weights.
using the classes pulley system. For me, it's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good.
Yeah,
I
I
am
have
using
it
it
also
every
in my
day,
other flat.
and also I use free weights. I do only one exercise with free weights.
And this, which exercise is that?
So it's static, just taking the weight from the ground for
With the belt.
rotation. Yes, with the belt, it's pretty
How
much.
much weight are you using for this exercise?
For this, I am using now about 48 kilos.
How
Not
much?
impressive, yeah. 48. I know it's not impressive. It's not 100 kilo like
It
everybody else, but
depends on the angle. It
yes, I
depends
know
on
it
the
depends
angle.
on the angle. But
How do you push it? Uh, um, guys, Dancho has a own YouTube channel. I'm gonna link it also. You can see a lot of exercises how Dancho is working some really heavy lifts on the Krasi pulley system. Did you increase your weights on the Krasi system pulley on the side pressure?
yeah, so there is one video in the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
I have some numbers there.
Mm-hmm.
And I increased these numbers, let's say, with 4 or 5 kilos each exercise.
Mm-hmm. 4 or 5 kilo, which in percentage it's actually a good increase in these basic moves.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. And you have a really very strong hook game, side press hook game. Is this something that you start from the beginning, or as a beginner you start testing top row, side press, hook, and then you find out that the hook is really good for you?
I went straight to the hook.
Straight to the hook. And
Yes,
you
there is some periods. I think actually one period that I wanted to be a top roller. It was like 3 4 weeks long this period,
Mhm.
and then I said, oh, no, let's
Mm.
get back to the real arm wrestling.
The real arm wrestling. You
Of
never
course,
know
of
what
course.
gonna
No,
happen in the future.
of
Probably
course.
you're gonna back to top row. Okay, okay, I see. Um, training so intense for most of the people. If you say that you're working out 6 day at week, three workouts per day,
Yeah.
the people mind is blowing. They don't understand how is that possible. Um, but try to explain that. I mean, how are your hands regenerating in this short period of time?
They can ask their grandparents when their grandparents are digging the ground in order, to
The farmer
produce
workers who are every
farmer
day
workers
working.
when they were working 10, 12 hours under the sun every day. How did
Mhm.
they recover?
Yeah,
Just
this is the
the
example that
body
Ivan
is
Abadjiev
regenerating.
is giving in his book. Yeah.
Yes, the body is adapting pretty well, and it's the nature as well is adapting way better than we think and way faster than we think. So of course you have to be very careful with this kind of training. And there is, when you start doing it, there is probably, I think, year 2 years when you go into this kind of trainings, and you start feeling when you have to balance between going on the max, how you go with your max, and how do you recover. Let's say when I get up at 8 o'clock, my first training is at 10 o'clock to 12. Then I eat again, rest 3 4 hours, again 2 hours training, then again eating 3 4 hours, and one more training. And the third training is 1 hour. So
5 hours.
you need to go in bed as early as possible, and you shouldn't miss even 1 hour of sleep. You shouldn't miss even one meal after the training. Every meal should be very good.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you start training like this, you just feel that you have to balance between those kind of stuff. Also, with when you start training, you have to be warmed up very good. You have to be careful when you pull with your sparring partners, not just pull to beat them, but pull to train your angles
Mm-hmm.
very slowly, and you have to be, how to say,
I think the most people have a problem with these training systems because they are trying to beat each other 3 times per
yeah,
day,
this is very big mistake.
and
Very
they are
big.
not working purposely. Okay, I
Yeah,
let you work on this move with
yeah.
control
Listen,
intense.
in this kind of sports, like in arm wrestling, is it's very hard to control your ego. You always want to win. You never want to lose. You always want to win. And most of the people, and me also in the past, when somebody who usually is weaker than you beats you on the training, you said, "Oh no, this is not good. I have to beat him." But it is okay to someone to beat you. You know,
Mm.
just needs to overcome this shit, this ego, and just train your weak spots. Even if the guy is weaker usually and the guy is beating you, you just train your weaker spot. And that's it. Like Brezent does, like Devon does.
Mm.
Who
But
cares who beat you?
I can tell you, in a big club with, let's say, 30 people, and you, if you are a light guy around 70, 80 kg, and you are around heavyweights like you,
Yeah.
being the weak guy in this group is really difficult, that you're not getting beat so hard every day, and getting these pains. But I see the basic
Well,
of your training system, and you prove it so many times, that work for you. And why should you change something that work very, very well?
for sure, it works for everybody. I'm sure.
Mhm. Mhm.
In the hometown of Krasmir, there are so many children,
Mhm.
and everybody is getting better and better and better as long as they are motivated, going to train very hard, and not give up.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I see.
So it
Uh,
works for everything, for everyone.
you broke your right arm at the beginning of your career. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, it was really funny.
How that happened? Do you remember?
Of course, I will never forget probably. So I was how many? 15 years old, and I was training basketball. But I was
Mm-hmm.
going into arm wrestling really, really hard. Like I was thinking only of arm wrestling and training basketball. So I started to train a little bit for arm wrestling and then go to train basketball and then go home and then eat once per day. So it was like I don't want to train basketball anymore. I just want to focus on arm wrestling. And I started to show to my friends in school how to arm wrestle, and we organized one tournament in my hometown, Silistra, and we told the municipality to give us like audio system and everything so that it is good tournament, you know. And on that day,
Everything professional there, yeah.
yeah, as much as we can, of course. And on that day, in the morning I was in school, of course. It was Friday, I think. I don't know. And I was showing everybody how to arm wrestle uh, in order not to break their arms. and, they, and there were probably 4 tables, and on the 4 tables, everybody was arm wrestling. And I was like, oh, my class, my students, everybody is arm wrestling. Yes, that's what I wanted. And on that day, I quit basketball. Also, I said, I don't want to train basketball. I'll just train only for arm wrestling. And then I went to the tournament and break my arm. And the funnier thing was that I break my own arm. The other guy was just ready to go, and he was standing and look at me. And I pushed a little bit harder, and everything like from here. My arm was like it should be like this, but my arm was like here. Very strange. Like in
And
the YouTube videos, it's the same.
how did you feel the breakage?
Well, I felt that just my bone snapped, and the sound was like you were snapping like a wooden stick.
Concrete, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was shocked. And when I looked at my arm, I thought that I'm dreaming, but unfortunately I wasn't. So we called ambulance. They put my arm together, and that's it. In the beginning, when your elbow is dislocated, your arm goes numb. You cannot feel anything, and if the arm stays a long time dislocated, probably it will start hurting. But they managed to
Bring it back.
take it back. Yes. So I was like this, holding on my arm without any movement, and the pain was not worse than the usual arm wrestling pain
Then
for
the
me.
usual arm break
Yes,
that.
it was like
Just the casual, okay.
another day,
Another
just
day in
another
the
day.
office, okay.
Yeah, and also it was 2 days before my birthday. So on my birthday, they made me the operation. They put a metal thing inside my bone just to keep the bone together. And it was really funny because I was on this bed lying, and they were pushing me, and they were over me, couple of doctors and nurses with some balloons, and they said, "Hey, happy birthday! We are going to cut your arm."
Okay, crazy,
So
crazy.
that was
And
my 16th
but you
birthday.
were only 15 and you recover very fast. Did they take the metal things out of your
Yeah,
hand?
yeah, yeah. In 2 weeks' time, I think they took it out. And yeah, but now I cannot bend my
But
arm.
you were most I guess 90% of the people after this experience are gonna quit arm wrestling, but you continue and got world
Yeah,
champion.
I remember on the night that I broke it, I was in the on the terrace of my flat, and my father came to me, and just before he started speaking to me, I started shouting, "I know you're going to say quit, but I will never quit. I will not quit." And I started crying, "I will not quit." And he said, "Okay, okay." And he went back. And that was it.
This is the champion's DNA actually. This is what we are talking about, the
I don't know
mentality of one
what
champion.
happened then, but it was not me actually. It was like something else. I
Uh,
don't want to quit.
Dancho, tell me, what do you think? How much of your success is genetic and hard work and mentality straight?
Genetic. What does the genetic means, man? Everybody is talking about I'm genetic, this genetic, that. So there are different types of categories. Of course, I'm taller. I'm bigger. Okay, this is like genetic plus for me. If you watch the whole world, but everybody has their own category. So in your own category, you shouldn't be talking about genetic pluses. And the only case that you have to speak about genetic pluses is if your father and your grandfather, if they have trained arm wrestling. This is the genetic plus that you are getting.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of plus do I get? My
Mm-hmm.
father was just usual worker. My granddad also nothing
Mm-hmm.
special. We don't even have sportsmen in my family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't see.
So you're putting the hard work, the hard dedication, and the mental,
Yeah,
the desire in very high place into the success.
yeah,
Wait, okay. I see, I see. Um, Another topic. Did you watch Devon against Sandris? People
yeah. Life,
are, yeah, and
yeah.
surprise,
Well,
surprise.
a little bit surprised. I thought that Sandris is going to do a little bit longer. The first match to be like
Mm.
some fight there will be, but
There was a fight the first 3 or 4 seconds until Devon get the complete control of the
yeah,
top.
yes, that was it. From the third second of the first match until the end, it was like
Mhm. Do you think
it wasn't.
okay, Sanders is still the current WAF 110
Yeah.
kg champion? Now Devon completely dominated him. Do you see somebody around 115 or 120 kg who is probably has a good shot against Devon? Maybe not
No.
now, but maybe in 1 year.
Oh, shit. I don't think so. I don't think so. At
Or you
least I'm
think
not.
Devon should pull heavyweights?
Yeah, I think so. If there is someone around 115 next year who comes up, beats everybody else, probably yes.
Mm-hmm.
He should make a match. But now I just cannot see. Oh, I want to see him against Todd Hutchings, but like it with very strict rules because the last time when they met,
Mm-hmm.
it was the first match. I think that it was win for Todd Hutchings, but the referee didn't stop the match. The match
Mm-hmm.
continued, so Hutchings started to gas out, and everything changed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Hutchings deserves a shot against Devon.
Do you like to get a second shot on Hutchins?
Yeah, yeah, I would like, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm getting better at the points where I should be getting better against Todd Hutchings.
How old are you, Dantra, actually?
26.
26. You're arm wrestling baby, but strong baby, being world champion and pulling against the top elite in super matches. Unbelievable. You're such a talent. Are you familiar with the rule set against Matt Mask?
No,
You don't pay
no,
attention on the rule set. You just
no, no, not really. Mm, actually, it really, I just want a fair grip. That's it. I
Mhm,
just want a fair grip. Of course, the referee is also taking a part in the fair grip, but the fair grip should be between me and the other guy in front of me. The referee should be just to say ready go, to watch the elbows if the elbows unintentionally goes up or one of the sides, and just to stop the match when there is a clear winner, and to tight the strap. This is the referee's job, not to say no, don't lie, take your hands down, or don't do this, don't do that. This is not sportsmanship.
So you tend to believe that if the both competitors are okay with the grip, let
Yeah.
the
Yes,
match
of course, of
begins.
course. Even if they are like routine, if they are both okay, yeah,
The problem is when you have someone like Travis Bajan or Devon, someone who is really not giving, trying
yeah,
to get everything.
yes, yes.
Um, you're trying to fight. You are fighting for equal position, and then the referee is the guy who
Yes,
have to
yes.
bring you in this equal position, which is very difficult as you
Oh,
see the
yeah,
matches. Did you
yeah.
enjoy the East versus West, the last East versus West?
Yeah, of
But
course. Every East versus West, I watch it live.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Great event. Is there something that impressed you? Some match that you were, whoa, what a show, what a good match.
Oh,
I can tell you, for example, Alijan Muratov against Oleg Petrenko. It was for me very impressed how fast, how explosive, how complete Alijan was with the left hand.
yeah,
Whew,
yeah. He
this
is
was
very good with left-handed.
high-end
Very good.
arm wrestling.
He needs to have a shot against Morozov, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Alejan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Probably that's gonna happen at least next.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
okay.
or against Dadikian also.
They can. Mhm.
Yeah.
They will
Should be
probably
fun.
pull in the next events until the end of the year. Let's see what Engin is
Yeah.
gonna put together. Dancho, you're flying now to Canada, uh, facing Matt Mask in his own territory. He's very strong normally, pulling at home.
Yeah.
But we have to say also you have some experience going to the home of arm wrestlers and defeating them.
Yeah.
Like Sergei Bogoslovov, you went to Moscow to pull them. Tell me, how was the trip to Moscow and how was the
So the beginning of the trip was very, very bad because the flight that I got were very bad. I uh, I arrived at the hotel probably around let's say 7, 8 in the morning on the day before. I slept 40 minutes. Then they called me for the press conference. I went like a zombie on the press conference, tried to speak Russian like a gypsy, and then went back to sleep. So I wasn't like very fresh actually, but it was okay. It wasn't so bad when I slept the night before. So I warmed up very good with Ivan Matushenko. He helped me, and I just didn't know what to expect. I just
really
thought that
you thought he's gonna go outside against you?
no, no, no. I thought that I could manage to stop the match in the center actually, but he was good here in the beginning of the match. So
Mhm.
every time the match was on his side of the table.
Mhm.
So I had
Mhm.
to wait. And actually, Bogoslovov was uh, had more endurance than what I expected.
Yeah, he was like a
Or
bull.
I didn't have so much endurance. I don't know. We were
mhm.
both like
But
really the same. It was very good because it was 1-0, 1-1,
very
2,
close
2,
match, very interesting.
very
At the
close.
end,
Yeah.
you got the silver bullet. But the people were friendly, right?
Yes, yes, everything was nice after the competition. We went to eat in very good restaurant. After the day after, we went to walk around Moscow
Mm.
with Vadim, and everything was pretty good.
With Vadim Akbarov, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm missing the Russian people in the sport, and it's so sad that we have this situation here, and we are not able to have this big family,
yeah.
big community of great athletes. It's I don't know. I hope that's gonna change, but it's big part
It is
which
changing.
is missing.
Everything is changing. The whole
Mm,
world is changing very fast
mhm.
now. So
I don't want to get too deep into the politics. I want to focus
yeah,
on the
yeah.
arm
Nobody
wrestling
understands the
because
politics. So
trying to
we should
stay
focus.
positive and so on.
Yeah.
Um, Dancho, you're a large guy. For the guys who are watching, you're gonna give a seminar, right, in Canada?
Yeah. I hope that I win because it will be very funny if I lose. And on the next day, I'll try to teach the people how to train. It will be
Uh,
this is
I'm
how
I'm
you
I'm I'm
don't
co-
have to train.
okay. We are recording, but I'm confident that Dancho is gonna win this match. So you can give us small teaser what the people can get from you in the seminar about your trainings method, your hook specialist, and probably people who are interested to improve their hook game can learn a lot about from you.
Yeah, about the hook, I can tell some stuff that I haven't heard of anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Probably I know them just from Krasimir, also just from him, and I'm using them so I can show them. It's just something
Mm-hmm.
a little bit different. The main things, everybody knows the main things, but how I will tell them my story, how I started, how I switched my thinking. It was how it changed my thinking and my mindset. Also about I will be very I will speak a lot for the mindset and
Mm-hmm.
how body reacts, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's not
Pe-
only the things that I'm going to say are not only for the who game. They are not
mm-hmm.
going to be only for the arm wrestling even, but
Mm-hmm.
for
General.
sport and for life. Yeah, in general, just like
Okay,
to
great. Unfortunately, I will be not in Canada, but if you are gonna do this in Germany or in Swiss, I would join this seminar definitely, or even in Bulgaria. That's great. You spent time in East Germany, East Europe. Sorry, not Germany, East Europe. How was the arm wrestler community there? How did you? I guess they are not so strong like here in East Europe, but I think the level in East Europe is getting better. What is your thoughts on that?
the level of the East Europeans,
No, West Europeans.
of the West Europeans.
I
So
mean,
I think
Swiss,
it's getting
Germany,
higher.
France.
Yeah, I think, well, for France, I don't know. So for Italy, let's say, two guys just in 2 weeks ago, they came in Gorna Orehovica to train with Plamen. I went
Mm,
also.
mm,
And 3 days after, Plamen told me that another guys called him to go to train with him.
mm,
Also, these seminars that Devon does, that
mm,
Hutchins did in Germany, me going into Switzerland very often, helping the
Mm,
guys out.
mm,
This everything together helps for the community, and especially in Switzerland, the Gorillas arm wrestling team is developing. I'm sure couple of the guys there are developing. Also in Germany, I think also there are some
yeah.
guys that are developing.
Mm, yes, yes, yes. Who is the strongest guy who put in there?
Uh, who I pulled in Switzerland.
In Switzerland, Italy, Germany, who is the strongest hand you put there? Who is the
Oh,
strongest guy there?
in Italy, I pulled in 2019 Gasparini on left.
Okay. Okay. Let's put out Gasparini out of the.
Okay, without Gasparini, um, who is the strongest? Right, probably Damian, who is having now super match with Rino Masic
Mm,
in the
yeah.
Buyers Cup. I think he's. I don't know how is this going to be now, but Damian is growing, and I was training with him a couple of times every week when I was in Switzerland. And this guy is pretty good. If he trains consistently hard, he will be very strong soon. And on the left, I think Kamil. He is from Slovakia usually, but he also lives in Switzerland. I remember that his left arm is also pretty good.
Okay. Hmm. But I also think that the guys you're finding talents everywhere. You go there, you learn the
Yeah,
people how to arm wrestler. They're educated, start working hard, and then in a couple of years you have a
yeah,
solid guys. Okay, Dancho. Maybe a question on the regeneration. Are you using any supplements, for example,
yeah.
animal flex, creatine, amino
So I'm
acids,
using creatine. There is this supplement. It's couple of
monohydrate?
types of just it's couple of types of creatine, different types of
Mm-hmm.
creatine, not just monohydrate. Also, I'm using glutamine
Mm-hmm.
and amino acids,
Mm-hmm.
BCA and other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you notice difference if you stop using them and using them? Do you?
Yeah, there is a difference. Not big difference. There is no magics,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel that I recover better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
better with them.
And you're not getting pump from the creatine for super matches?
I'm getting, but for the super matches, I'm stopping it like 1 week before the match or 10 days before the match.
Mm-hmm.
I
And I
stop it.
guess fish oil, magnesium, this standard stuff.
Yes, there are the magnesium, and in the
Ah,
kitchen my fish oil also
okay, okay.
for that.
Because pushing it three times a day, you need proper regeneration. You're a young guy, 26, but okay, I guess. Um, okay, then moving on. What is your take about two matches? I'm gonna ask you about your opinion. Devon facing Genadi Kvikvinia. You know how strong Genadi is. And
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
also
very good.
Devon at the moment. Devon seems to be unstoppable, but Genadi is heavyweight, super heavyweight,
Yeah,
in great shape. I would say probably the best shape in his career.
yeah, probably
This
yeah.
is gonna be a hell of a match. Give me your take on it.
Uh, for sure, Devon will take Genadi's wrist. I'm sure. So Genadi, there are two ways to beat Devon. The first way is to hit hard from the start and just pin him very fast. Or the other way, if Devon stops the match, Genadi go in the front of the table and push very hard down with the triceps. This is the only way. The only two ways that I see Devon losing. But if he stops the first try or the second,
over.
Devon will beat.
The side pressure of Genadi is very serious, and
Yeah.
if this king's move from Devon is gonna
Just
handle
has
that,
to hit hard here, because if he goes in the just directly sideways, he'll lose his wrists, and I don't think that he can hit that hard just to open the bicep of Devon.
Okay, so if you have to predict, your money goes on
Devon.
Devon. Okay.
Yeah, he's just very experienced. He knows what to do, and he has very good stamina. These pluses are very big pluses. And also he is showing that he has also very good level of power.
I see. I see. Okay, then the second match that I would like to ask you, Dancho, is Ermes Gasparini against the King Levan. King Levan. So we have our big pizza pasta eating Hermes growing strong as never before, facing Levan, but Levan is still 50 kg more than Hermes. What is gonna happen? What is your take on that? Crazy match.
Today we made a bet with Krasimir about this match. And we bet, as far as I remember, I bet that it will happen something like Levan against Vitaly Laletin. There will be some fight in the beginning, but Levan will remain with his wrist straight, at least. To do like with his wrist straight. And Krasi bet that Gasparini, at least in the first match, will be able to take the wrist of Levan. Maybe he is not going to be able to finish, but he will take the wrist of Levan. Levan will be like this, and maybe a little by little take the match. And actually, I'm hoping that Krasi wins a little bit, because I just want some drama. Just
You want to see something happen because the king is getting bored, crushing everybody there. I see your point.
I want to see him bleed a little bit, just a little bit, just a little scar, and
to see that he's a human being and it's possible. There is something that can happen.
He is, but he's beatable. Everybody's beatable.
Everybody's beatable, yeah. Dancho, maybe the last advice that you can give to the new people joining the sport. The sport is rising. We are getting more and more people getting involved. Can you give your some advice for the new people before we
so my
end the interview?
For my new boys is that take it easy, just warm up pretty good, don't rush, don't go too hard in the training, just to beat the other opponent, train your ways, really try not to care win or lose, try not to care so much, just take your time, and try to learn some stuff, not
Be
just to go
patient.
beat the other, to beat everybody. It's better to go, even if you're stronger, make a better like or worse grip, let them beat you and learn some stuff how to overcome them. And the most importantly is to stay healthy from the beginning. Just stay healthy.
For a long time as
And that's it.
possible.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dancho. This is a great advice for the new people. So, friends, don't forget the match of Dancho against Matt Mask, 18th of February. Link I'm gonna put it into description. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also the channel of Dancho to see his exercises, his records, and stay positive, people. Dancho, thank you, and I wish you a lot of luck. You're a great
You're
guy.
welcome.
I
Thank you.
hope you see you also. Thank you.